for all the fine and lovely people.
As well as the ones who are watching us.
Yeah, and speaking of the ones who are watching us, hi, it's On the Stick After Dark. My name is Joe Drilling. That's Mike Ailes. Also here...
I totally derailed you there, huh?
Yes, a little bit. Also here is Kurt Adam.
All the rest of the people.
And, of course, Eric Stephen Allen.
Right.
Is saying something wacky. Hey, you guys remember Holmes? You guys remember? You remember Johnny Cubs and Mr. Caffeine and
Sure.
Everybody remembers.
Yeah, all the fun
Everybody loved Mr. Caffeine, and people loved that. Like E3
that
got
awkward Assassin's Creed cosplayer that what's her face tried to talk to at that one. It was just like awkward, and then they away. Hi.
That rings a bell, but yeah, I don't know. So hey, you're probably wondering, why are we talking about E3? And the reason
why are we talking about E3?
We are talking about E3 because
E3, and we're doing it right now live.
Oh man,
we're swooping in and stealing all the hot exclusives from the Game Awards.
I love an exclusive.
It's all us. They're gonna make another Gears of War game and Spider-Man and there's gonna be new Nintendo thing in a couple of years. And, pony and a football.
Is that exclusive that you want a pony? Like,
yeah.
No one else is getting that news?
Nope, it's only... Yeah, you heard it here first, folks.
Eric is getting a pony.
Exclusive.
Man.
Also, the Pentium, and it's going to cost $1 billion, and it's going to be the best game ever made. So,
Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah.
Min-spec 4090.
Yeah. So, what's up with E3, Joe?
So the Video Game History Foundation just they're doing their like annual sort of drive towards the end of the year to raise money and convince people to get some tax write-offs. So they do like an advent calendar thing where they're like, hey, here's a thing from our archives. Like, hey, here's a thing we just did, and hey, here's like, here's a bunch of stuff. And the thing that they put up, I think it was yesterday. The thing they put up yesterday was, hey, here's like a whole bunch of footage from this guy. What is the guy's name? But basically, like this dude gave us a bunch of footage he shot at E3 2000, which we cleaned up and now are posting on our YouTube channel. So that's what this is it's 2 hours and 20 minutes of floor footage basically from E3 2000, and it was shot by a gentleman named Mark Flitman, who was working for a company called NewFX in 2000, and he's been in the games industry for obviously a long time. He's still an active developer. He's been around for a long time. All I've looked at is this image of the boats that is on the stream that's paused on the stream right now. That's all I've looked at so far. So I don't even know what's in all this except some boats, and also that like I know just kind of the nature of this is like old E3 footage. So I'm gonna turn the volume down on it. I didn't do a sound test. That was stupid, but we'll make do. So yeah, I don't know if that's right. So I don't know if like this
very
is
windy today.
Yes, I don't know if we're gonna get through all 2.5 hours of this. There's probably some fairly boring stuff in here, but yeah, we thought it would be fun to just kind of look at this stuff and see what was hot in the world of video games in 2000. So before they get actually to the show, while they're getting footage of boats, I'm curious. So Eric and I know we're still in high school. This was the end. This was shot at the very end of my junior year of high school, in May of 2000. And I was like extremely excited for the PS2. I had a Dreamcast. I had a PS1, but I was so on the hype train for the PS2. But where were you all at in your gaming lives in May of 2000?
I was in gaming personally because in university I was very broke. So I mean, I had a PC that could run some 3D stuff, and I think I could use like N64 and patterns off of EA. So I was probably watching these videos in a university computer lab, and go, "Looks cool."
Yeah. There was definitely a lot of like watching like postage stamp size trailers.
Oh yeah, no player baby.
For me, dominated by playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 and NFL 2K on my Dreamcast, and trying to get Chrono Cross and Final Fantasy 9 to work on my dying PlayStation by like turning it upside down.
Yeah, upside down. Yeah.
And yeah.
And you need a copy of Believe.
Oh, bitch. I mean, honestly, that was the things I was most excited about PlayStation 2, that I would be able to play my game without the thing dying. But I didn't get one of those until the next summer after I graduated from high school. But I don't know, it's weird. Like back in the day, E3 was just like a mysterious thing that happened, and then like you would read about it in EGM.
Right.
The following month.
Right.
Or like when I was really young, it was like something that happened, and then I would read about it in Nintendo Power at some point in the indeterminate future, you know?
Like, yeah, way
And it was
after.
only focused on the Nintendo stuff that was happening, but
Yeah.
because it was really more of a, back then it was more of a like a business focused
It's a trade
thing.
show.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it came out of CES, is it? Or what was,
Yeah.
what
Well,
was
it
the original?
didn't come out of CES. It was that the game industry finally decided they were sick of being like second banana at CES, and so they needed their own thing. So 1995 is when they were like, but they would still go to CES. A lot of game companies still went to CES, but that was sort of where they were like, we're too big to just be in like one hall of CES. We need our own thing.
Yeah, all of CES. We need our own,
We'll have our own
our
Kenji
own
Hall
thing.
That's right.
Little E3 jokes for you there.
with dance pads.
That's right.
They didn't want to be in Las Vegas next to the porn convention anymore.
Right.
They were afraid to shake people's hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like when I was where it was in Atlanta, which would have been the first couple of years, I think.
I think it was the first year it was in LA, I thought, and then it moved to Atlanta for a couple of years and then moved back to LA, I believe.
I don't know. I wasn't there. I was like 12.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, right, which is crazy. And so this is like so this is kind of, I think, maybe at the peak of that, like it's this mysterious, like some website and like slightly more real time.
Right. I mean, this was before I even really had the internet, right? So like I still was just reading about this stuff in magazines and not really thinking about it while it was happening.
Yeah. And most of what you got was a reporter's impressions that you would get, like, and magazines would put it on the cover, right? Like, this is the E3 issue, all the E3. We were at E3, and this is all the stuff we saw. We took a bunch of pictures of scantily clad ladies at all the booth babes and all the, and so you kind of had to rely. I mean, you still, like, for hands-on stuff, even until the last, really, you still kind of had to rely on the press to be like, we played this game and it's good or not good or, whatever. But, for you, at least like for most of E3's existence, you could, like in the post-broadband era, you could see all the trailers, you could watch all the press conferences live, you know, as they happened online, and like there was just a time where that was not a thing you could do. You know, it just was not an option at all. So, yeah, it's just interesting to see Game Boy Color. There you go. That's a 2000 ass thing to have in there, is the Game Boy Color.
Ryan Swayze says, "What's up on the stick?" Hey, Ryan. Sean Paul Kern says, "Hey, fellas, lol VIP." And hidden in the Universal Vault with
I wonder
Ryan
which Simpsons
says,
game is that. Can you read what Simpsons game that is?
That's got to be Simpsons Wrestling, right? Because
Yes.
it's in a wrestling. They're in a ring. That game
I
is
don't know.
terrible.
I remember that.
It's so bad. It's arguably the worst wrestling game ever made, and that is saying something.
There's
That's
some
quite
bad
hard.
wrestlers. Yeah.
Yeah.
in the Universal Vault with Ryan says, "I'm almost just about to turn 10 years old on May 14th. Playing Gran Turismo 2 on PS1. I, on the other hand, was the opposite of Mike. I was out of college, had a job, had money, was video games and consoles and this and that. So
You were
I
getting
actually-
back into games.
yeah, I was getting back into games with the original PlayStation, and Nintendo and all that, NES and all that. But before I went a couple times to E3, and the first time was in 2004, I think, when the PSP came out, was launching, which was still when it was. You had to work for it to get in. They didn't have like they did later when they had,
When all your
that stuff.
was your PSP.
Ooh, a little Motocross Madness too. E3 2000.
E3 2000.
Just
Have you heard of
Do we know
3Es,
who this
Alex?
person is that's shooting this, or what this is shot for, Joe?
Yeah, it was. So the guy's name was Mark Flitman, and he was a game producer for a company called New FX at the time.
Okay.
Any relation to the punk band NoFX?
Fortunately,
Yeah, it was
no.
the new version of that.
Yeah,
band,
right.
actually.
Yeah, right. The new, better version that didn't suck so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it was just that he was there for work, and presumably he was also interested in games, so he just shot a bunch of footage of what he saw while he was there. It's kind of what the vibe I get, but they didn't go into super big detail in the YouTube description. I guess I could go to their website and see.
Is it NEW or NU?
NUFX.
Okay, because NEW is put out one mobile game in 2011, so it can't be the same. It's not that, obviously. Let's see. They made Rygar for the Atari Lynx.
Huh,
They
okay.
made Cool Tasmania for the Game Gear. The Game Gear
yeah.
Ninjas. A Windows port of Fatal Fury 3, which I would love to see at some point.
That's
Yeah.
excellent.
You probably had all of the
EGA.
pixels and none of the frames.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all you need,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, listen.
Yeah.
We all love pixels.
It's
What we're
true.
looking at.
That's true.
Yeah.
15 frames a second. That kind of
Yeah.
Too many.
Listen.
Anything past one, you're just getting greedy.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. NBA Street Volume 2. That's a pretty good game.
Yeah.
Maybe. Could be.
Yeah. I think that's probably better than the original, I'd say.
Let's say 7 Blades.
Probably.
Sure. Oh, there's Crave
Could be.
Entertainment.
Yeah,
Remember
that's Super Magnetic Neo up there perched atop the Crave Entertainment booth. Noted like Dreamcast hidden gem, I guess is what people say,
Seven Blades,
Nightmare
Kurt,
Creatures 2
was published by Konami. It's a PlayStation game.
Oh, Nami.
It was on the Konami booth. I was checking.
Based on the
it.
1990 film Zippang.
There you
Directed
go.
by Japanese filmmaker Kazuo Hayashi.
Of course.
Of course, yeah. Everybody is always talking about him.
Got a 4 out of 10 on Edge.
Random Planet of the Apes cosplay.
Was this around the time? No, that looks. I think they're promo models. Wasn't this around the time? The Tim Burton Planet of the Apes. I mean, there's a real one or based on the. Just a weird latter day based on the 60s.
Well, let's see. 2001 was
Leapfrog.
The Tim Burton one, so. And then this game came out.
Also note,
Game Boy.
when I was attending,
GBA, and
there were a billion more people. There was not expanded the base where nobody was working.
yeah. Bye, Alex. Bye, Alex. Bye, Alex.
Hi. No, I just wanted to show that there's literally Red Lobster. Like restaurant Red Lobster.
Oh, yeah. It's the Red Lobster Inn. It's different.
I know, but it just cracks me up. Anyway.
Yeah,
Oh.
cheesy biscuits.
Neo Geo Pocket.
Slug.
I'm a big fan of the Neo Geo Pocket. It's an underrated platform.
There was a game that I for that last.
You know that one. Right.
No, there's a giant.
Like everyone does.
Yeah.
yeah, we all love
Yeah.
Kiss. They're really cool, yeah.
We're all big Kiss fans here.
Don't worry,
Right.
guys are going to be around forever. They're digital now.
Oh, damn.
Oh God, is that?
They will
I
be
hate-
no worse than they are.
Honestly, like Kiss isn't that far off from an AI generated.
You could be, that like that. There was that like Seinfeld AI did nonstop. You could do that with just plug those avatars in. Why are we rock climbing?
Because
This guy
SegaNet.
wants to lick girl's ass. That's why.
I thought that was more of a root question about like why is there rock climbing, and I was gonna say apparently because they wanted.
You should
That's
be
how they
asking
felt
why
they
is
would
there rock.
advertise SegaNet for some reason.
Looking good, baby. It's Alex
Hey.
Cole. Yeah.
My dad's there.
Yeah. Cole. I forgot.
I thought you said Alex Cole. Okay, never mind.
I did, but it's because
Oh.
my mouth is dumb. I mean, my brain is dumb. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's not big.
Throwing out some babies. So. Oh yeah, I know Brett Gow.
That guy.
There's a guy who works at Acclaim because Acclaim still existed in 2000.
Hadn't driven itself into a ditch.
Yeah, right.
What was the claim doing in 2000?
Driving itself into a ditch.
In the process of driving itself into a ditch.
Did the claim make Shadow Man?
Yes,
Yes,
sure did.
it's-
Well then,
And the
Yeah,
Turok
had-
games.
had an exposed bicep.
The Turok games as well, right? Those were Acclaim.
I think so.
Yeah,
I
that
hate
sounds
the
right.
Turok
I
games.
think.
Because like they bought Valiant Comics
That-
so that they could make
that-
games based on Valiant Comics IP. I think, if memory serves.
This came out.
Why?
No, there's that key that's like doing a bunch of weird.
Yeah, Night Dive.
and
Night Dive
it's
just.
for some reason.
Remaster of Turok 3.
Did you guys check out that Duke Nukem back there?
Yeah, I spotted. Here, I think we're gonna get a closer look at. Yep, there we go. The lady,
Yeah.
the lady's outfit is a choice to be sure.
That's half, and then I decided no, it's just a half an outfit.
This is definite. I mean,
This is
these
2000.
were cool and good back then. I guess.
She was. Is that what I'm trying to?
I believe she was with Duke.
Yes, I think she was with Duke.
XCOM.
2000 Acclaim.
That guy's haircut is extremely 2000. I can say that for certain.
I don't even know if I have time to read that Acclaim.
Look. Or,
But I'm gonna do it
Cassius
anyway.
has a lean and hungry look. Sorry.
You ready?
Hey, look, BMX guys.
These are all published by Acclaim. Not necessarily
2000?
In 2000?
not necessarily developed, but yes,
Okay.
published by Acclaim in 2000. South Park Rally,
Ah.
ECW Hardcore Revolution.
Oh, yeah.
The games of all
One or
time.
the other.
Yeah, Jeremy McGrath Supercross 2000, All Star Baseball 2001, Spirit of Speed 1937, Fighters, Nate and Ashley Get a Clue, Turok Rage Wars, Soccer
That's a
Manager,
multiplayer.
Live 2, Turok 3 Shadow of Oblivion,
Now-
NFL QB Club 2001, ECW Anarchy Rule, another
Well,
one
it
of the
does.
first wrestling games ever made, RC Revenge, ATV Quad Power Racing, Turok 3 Shadow of Oblivion, that's N64, F30 355 Challenge, Dave Mirra Freestyle BMX, RCD Go, Mary Kate and Ash Magical Mystery Mall, Bust a Move Millennium, Freestyle Motocross, McGrath versus Pastrana, something that appears to be in French that I'm not going to try and read, Maya the Bee Garden Adventures, HBO Boxing, Super Bust a Move, Mary Kate and Ashley Pocket Planner, NBA Jam 2001, and Maya the Bee and Her Friends.
So, I forgot that somehow they wrested the rights to publish Bust a Move from
Maya
From
the Bee.
Taito?
Oh,
So like
I don't even know.
Acclaim was publishing the Puzzle Bobble Bust a Move games in the US for years instead of Taito just doing it themselves, which is completely bizarre, right? Like in hindsight. I don't know how they managed to pull that one. Hey, it's Red Storm Entertainment, which still technically exists, right? Or have they been like fully subsumed by Ubisoft at this point?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Because that was Tom
They still
Clancy's.
have a website.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Tom Clancy's game pub company.
Tom Clancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom pre-eclampsia.
Yes.
Maya the Bee is based on a German
Portuguese.
children's book.
Oh, German. Yeah.
German children's book from 1912.
There are a bunch of Maya the
Coolio.
Bee games in Europe, and like weird reskins of things. Like I think that one of the Wonder Boy games was reskinned as a Maya the Bee game in
you
Europe.
you can still pay and play that game, right?
I thought you had to
Yeah,
play
one-
EverQuest
one of
2.
my-
Or is
No,
it?
one of my minions they used to play the shit out of EverQuest, and apparently every year goes back because they have like a classic mode you can play, so you can say what was it like way back in the day when all these expansions didn't happen. You can still play it that way.
I had a friend.
In fact, they released there's an expansion coming out today.
Wow, that's wild.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah.
You can buy it and play the new EverQuest expansion right now.
Yep.
Wow.
Today.
Rogue Spear.
That's why this is stealth advertising.
Rouge Spear.
This is stealth advertising for that new EverQuest expansion
Disclose your sponsor.
and the
Saurian Song
and the re-release
is
of
the 30th
Turok 3.
expansion pack to EverQuest, released on November 6, 2023.
Oh look, Tomb Raider.
Yeah. Would it be Tomb Raider
Good Lord.
3 or is this Tomb Raider Chronicles? Tomb Raider Chronicles? Does that sound right?
I'm not sure.
Let's see what it costs to play EverQuest in 2023.
Too much.
EverQuest is the definitive MMORPG experience.
Oh, really? That's weird.
You hear that,
that's
Alex?
true.
It's time for you to fucking dump that
is
Final
Tomb Raider
Fantasy
Chronicles.
shit in the trash.
Yeah, you're right.
Play the game you were meant to play. Let's see, membership. You can get a year of EverQuest for $120.
$10 a month.
Now?
If you pay monthly, it's $15 a month.
That's what it costs
$5
today?
I say, isn't that
That's what
like
it
the
costs right
same
now.
as Final Fantasy 16 or 14 rather?
14, and it's more.
I think yeah, I was gonna
It's
say,
more. Okay, good. That's good.
$10 for
Well,
Let's do this. I are about to find out. No, we got to take it away slightly. There you go. Hi. Thank you. Make sure you guys download Monday.
No, I don't want your trash.
She's waving it around too fast. I couldn't read it.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
I got something.
She had a
All right,
Konami
so
lanyard
we're
on.
all, so we're all agreed, right? We're all gonna go get way into EverQuest.
Yes, way too
Yeah,
into
yeah.
EverQuest. I had a friend when I was in high school. Sorry, I still have a
You
friend.
didn't have any friends in high
Corpse
school.
right.
Boom.
Hey, it's inside. I used to get that magazine. I sent all my funnily enough, all the copies of that magazine I had, I just sent to the Video Game History Foundation last year.
It's all full circle.
Yeah, with all Panty Raider. That was a video game. That had
that
to
a
be
game?
That had
Oh,
to be
yeah.
a
You don't-
PC
you
game.
don't recall that?
I
Is
don't
that like
remember that now.
Pissed? Is that one of those parody games?
I mean, it must be. I've actually heard that Pissed was actually pretty funny, though. I don't imagine Panty
Didn't
Raider
Pissed have John
was-
Goodman in it?
Yeah, Pissed had John Goodman as the king of the island in Mist that is now trashed because so many people have come there. The island is all fucked up.
Anti-Raider from Pure Immaturity, released
It is
in
in fact a
2000
Windows
for
game.
Windows.
Can we download it from
The
archives.org?
story of the
Eric,
game
or-
involves 3 aliens who were accidentally shipped one catalog from the planet Earth after the catalog was used up by the aliens, in quotes. And then that links to the masturbation wiki, which is very funny.
Well done, Wiki Writer.
They travel to Earth in search of more photos of aliens, capture the main character of the game, and give him tools in order to get models. Craft. If he does not comply, the aliens will destroy Earth.
Okay. So perv on some ladies or the Earth gets destroyed.
Yeah. Also, the master. By the way, it's line drawings of someone. There's 2 like pencil drawings of people masturbating on the thing, and it's very good. It's excellent.
is it?
They look like they're drawn by they're like the line art from an episode of Beavis and Butthead or something. It's just really funny. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
the best thing to come out of that game is definitely that joke on that Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
Activision.
Tenchu 2. Hey, old school FromSoft games. When is From gonna
Tenchu.
bring back Tenchu? That's what I
I
want
don't
to
know.
know.
Tenchu rules, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what fucking. What do you think Sekiro is, dude?
It's
Like,
not
come on.
Tenchu. No, it's not Tenchu.
I mean, it's a stealth
It's
game.
11-2 at
mostly.
this point. It's been amped up.
It's a stealth game until it's not.
Man,
Right.
It's a
Offense
stealth
proven
game
that.
except for the boss fights, which are from like Dark Souls boss fights.
Right.
But the only option for combat is to parry everything.
That's
This
not
is man. Hey, you
100%.
guys remember when Activision used to put out
Mostly
video games?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I'm
Now
hoping.
they just put out video game.
I was gonna say, now that they're owned by Microsoft, like hopefully they'll start putting out more than one again. That would be nice.
Or at least maybe someone else will get a crack at some of those licenses.
Yeah.
you know?
Yes. I want to
They have that
see.
huge
I want
library.
some indie developer to do something totally out there with Pitfall. That's what I want.
How many years is it until we get like the Rock Band redo that comes to PC in some way?
Hopefully soon.
Never.
How many years until we get a
Seems
really
like it's
awesome
right,
take
right?
on Kaboom?
Like-
That's
Oh man, you don't need an awesome take. Kaboom.
because
is just
Kaboom is awesome.
You just have
yes.
to have a paddle controller.
That's
to play
right.
it.
That's right.
That's the trick.
But I mean, I feel like we're getting to the point, right, where the people that grew up in Rock Band now have like money and are probably nostalgic for Rock Band, and
Yeah.
Smart.
it might be. I was just thinking about that today while I was driving. I was like, man, I miss playing Rock Band.
Yeah.
I think like I don't think that's coming back because of the whole like peripheral like thing. You know what I mean?
You'd have
I think
you'd have to
think that
buy
had its
them
time.
online.
I s-
Probably they would have to do like an order thing.
not to
I don't
mention
know.
like licensing music and all that shit would be a fucking nightmare to do.
That's
I mean, it was a
they're
nightmare
still
then.
putting out content for
so-
that game.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. They still put out
Putting out
content for Rock Band 4.
Guitar, I can't remember, Guitar Smith or whatever it is, still puts out stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe it's not as bad as I thought.
I think it's probably easier these days because of how hard it is to make any
Dumb
music.
world
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you
I want a
want
piece-
you want to give us some money?
I want a new PC guitar game, but I want it to be compatible with every controller ever. I want to plug in my Guitar Hero 2 USB cable and have that work.
That'd be nice.
Or guitar controller.
I mean, I still have both of my Rock Band
Or Rock
guitar
Band.
controllers, so then they're both USB. So I'm with
I think I
you.
got rid of everything except for the keyboard.
I still have all. I have
You
the
kept the
keyboard.
keyboard?
I have the keyboard, the drums, and both guitars, and the
Because they
need
microphone.
a
I
keyboard.
think somewhere.
Yeah, good. Right, do stuff with that. That's why I kept it. But
Yep.
I mean, I'll
Yeah,
never
but
do
you
anything with it.
need a
but-
MIDI adapter for it.
Yeah.
I don't know how expensive those are. Because you could also just buy a USB MIDI keyboard for your computer.
Yeah, that's true.
There's lots of options out there. But I mean, yes.
Yeah.
This is day 2, apparently, May 12th, 2000,
That's
and there's a guy in Kramer cosplay.
Yeah. No, that's just Kramer.
See if he said something racist.
No, Kramer wouldn't say something racist. The actor who played him.
After that whole country went down, Michael Richards went bananas and started like, going after Kramer and just started showing up places.
yep.
He reverted to his like a safer persona.
Uh-huh.
Let's see, Rock Band put out Dream Girl, Sometimes, Lighthouse and the Whaler, Future Blind.
Okay.
Sure. Could be bands.
Sure. Yeah. I don't
More
know.
songs.
Or sorry, those come out tomorrow.
Oh,
Then this week,
more stealth advertising.
Cecilia Castleman, It's All Right, and Wednesday, Bath Country. Wednesday's it's not bad. I don't really recognize. I'm going through a lot of these. I don't know if I recognize hardly any of these bands.
I can reset my P organ, also known as Porgan.
Yeah, pork it up.
I just wanted to say Porgan. Sorry for interrupting.
Dr. Zayas,
Check out
Dr.
these-
Zayas.
Check out these apes.
IGN.com
Oh.
existed already in 2000.
It's.com.
Yeah.
Unreal Tournament.
Oh, I get it. Oh, I can heal.
I mean, IGN's been around since the 90s, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because they originally IGN 64, right? Like, because it was an N64 based website to start, I think.
96.
96.
The Imagine Games Network.
There you go.
Forgot that stood for something.
Yep. Yeah. Microsoft.
5 individual websites: S64.com, PSX Power, Saturn World, NextGeneration.com, and Ultra Game Players Online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anybody remember Gorka Morka? Because I sure don't.
No.
What did you just say to me?
Yeah, you heard me, motherfucker.
Joe's being racist again.
Who would that even be pejorative to? I don't even.
But you fucking
Gorkas
say
and
words
Gorgas.
like that in this day and
Polish
age, man.
people.
It was okay back in 2000, but that was 23 years ago.
That's right. Hey, that's our. This
Gorka
our. Here's
Morka is
our.
a produced by Games Workshop.
Work short? So it's a Warhammer thing.
It is a desert world.
Did you say something about Vangelis?
Vangelis.
Okay.
Soundtrack by Vangelis.
Yeah. Great.
Damn, they got Vangelis. That's tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't think anything was interesting about Gorka Morka other than the name, but now you...
Yeah. Now I'm into it.
Mob types in this game include orcs, diggas, rebel grots, and yees. So,
Next. Now who's being racist?
Yeah, right.
also, Snortez apparently are in there as well.
Dude,
Yes.
shut up. You're going to get us demonetized.
Crave
Oh my God.
Entertainment.
I mean, I guess we would need to...
Nor has our orc
Right.
shoe vehicle favor of large boars.
Large... What? Boars?
Large boars.
Like the animal or the, like, sized thing? You know what I mean?
Look, that's Rob Zombie. You guys remember 2000?
Yep.
What was that game?
Nightmare Creatures 2, baby.
Oh boy, yeah.
The Billy Mummy.
There was a Mummy PlayStation game, but I don't think I ever played it because I heard it was just so absolutely terrible. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. I feel like that was already out by the time this E3 happened. Am I wrong? Or was it maybe just about to come out, I guess?
Which version is it?
Well, the PS2 isn't out yet, so it would have to be
Dreamcast or PlayStation 1?
PlayStation 1,
September
Dreamcast,
19th,
and 64.
2000. So
Oh, okay,
it's
so
not
no,
out
it's
yet.
not out yet. All right.
Yeah.
This lady
I think
has
we got
some
that
tattoos.
birthday that year.
This guy is very fascinated. What is happening?
I don't know. It's checking out her tattoos.
Yeah.
Cat.
This camera had like a built-in transition button that he really enjoyed.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
some of the time.
Grinch movie.
The Grinch game. I think this is before the movie even, wasn't it? Or maybe
Is
not.
it? I don't know.
I thought the movie came out in like 2002. Maybe
Possible.
not. Maybe I'm wrong.
November 2000.
2000. Okay. So I mean, I guess probably it is a tie-in then of the... Konami made that game, and I feel like that's another one that's just like an abysmal licensed disaster. All abysmal licensed game disasters are now relegated to mobile platforms, it seems like. You don't get... When's the last time we had a really awful, like, licensed movie console game come out?
There's probably some, but also, well, actually, there's a really horrible King Kong game that just got put out by one of the Embracer studios this year.
I'm sorry, really horrible what
also,
game?
King Kong game. There's
Oh,
also
wow,
that
okay.
that fucking god awful Gollum game came out. This
Oh,
year.
yeah!
So it's
That's
it's
right.
happening, man.
How do you make a... What is the King Kong game? Like, Rampage figured this out a long time ago. If you're going to make a King Kong game, all you have to do is literally make...
Kong. Sorry, it's a Game Mill game, not a Embracer group.
God, even the names out there, Game Mill.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're cranking them out.
Cranking them out, yep.
Got a
Next.
3 out of 10 on IGN, 15% on PC Gamer, and Gaming Bolt gave it a 2 out of 10.
Wow.
Woof.
So, yeah. It's still happening, man.
You guys
It's
remember
just the problem. The problem is there's just kind of infinite. There's so many games now that like the bad games just kind of get drowned out immediately.
Unless they're like, you know,
It's super
super
high
high profile, and they flop super
Like
hard.
Gollum.
Like the Gollum
They
one,
don't,
yeah.
Yeah, like Gollum. Yeah.
But most of those things like end up just
World.com.
Yeah, right. It's a good joke. Oh, popcorn.
Hey,
Popcorn.
Bomberman.
Came out in 2000.
Bomberman.
Yeah, Bomberman. That's my favorite booth babe.
Yeah.
You can't fool me. I know you
Bomberman's
hate
not even wearing
Bomberman.
Bomberman's not even wearing pants. I don't hate Bomberman. I just don't like playing it that much. Bomberman?
Bomberman.
Bomberman.
Go to the
Alright.
soft
Yeah, what is Squaresoft? What is Squaresoft up to in
Final
2000?
Fantasy IX Chrono Cross.
You're right. Final Fantasy IX came out the same day as the PS2, didn't it? Or no, that was
so.
that, or was it the same day as the Dreamcast?
No,
Probably
that was.
Maybe it was Final Fantasy
No,
No,
VIII.
it was 2000. I don't
Yeah.
know. Eight might have been Dreamcast because that was that 99.99.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right. I could be making that up though. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
Threads of Fate.
Is that what
That
that
game
is?
kicks ass. Yep.
Klaus.
Fate. More Threads of Fate.
Yeah, all this-
Threads of Fate is like a stealth sequel to Brave Fencer Musashi.
Oh,
It's
really?
very good.
Oh man.
I don't think I knew that. Now I'm
Here's
interested.
Chrono Cross.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
there's
not like a
Chrono Cross.
sequel, but it's that kind of game. Where
Yeah.
it's a very.
Actual
Capsule
successor.
toys do you collect?
I don't know if it doesn't. I don't know. I can't remember if it has any of that
Bats.
stuff in it. Oh,
Current-
it's good for Spencer Musashi, but it is a
That bar
fun
is high.
game. Yeah. Field Effect, Chrono Cross. Maybe
Yeah.
a good game that is also one of the most disappointing games of my childhood, probably.
Chrono Cross.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good game.
No.
What is happening? Even.
I mean,
What
I'm
is-
not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue with you because I don't really like it that much, but
I don't think it's a good game.
it has a good soundtrack.
Oh,
That's
Shenmue.
it.
Davis TV.
Incredible soundtrack.
It is high up there on the list of bad games with good soundtrack.
Quick
You know
time
where I can
event,
find
the video game.
trailers?
Yeah.
There's some stuff in Chrono Cross I liked.
Joe, I played Shenmue. There's nothing quick about that game.
That's another bit my late teens.
It's because you didn't go into it. I guess
I really thought the game was gonna be like an awesome action movie mixed with like the most interactive adventure game I'd ever played, and it was mostly
It was
just
not.
horrendously boring. You could look through all the drawers. There just was nothing interesting.
There was
to be
nothing in
about.
them. Yeah. It was like looking through real drawers.
Well, no, it was worse than looking through real drawers. Sometimes have stuff in there. Might
be
be
like,
some
"Ooh, yum."
thumbtacks or like a phone book, like twisty ties or a pair of scissors. You know,
Yeah.
some tape. Oh man, I lose at a certain
Oh,
point.
man.
You know?
They wrote down my number. The sailor. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, there we go. Mary Kate and Ashley.
Oh, they're in
Yes.
person. Wow.
Which one's which? That's the question. This is Warcraft? Like actual Warcraft?
Yeah.
Yeah, Warcraft
Warcraft
3 it would have
is-
been, right?
3, yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it would have been.
I don't like that game much
Yep,
either.
there you go.
Crappy game.
And then yeah, that their younger sister would actually be like the most famous one 20 years later.
Yeah, right. I'm kidding.
It's $99.99. That's America. Technically, in Japan.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Nobody cares.
So there you go.
Wow.
You heard it here first. Nobody cares about Japan.
Damn. Got them.
I mean, in terms of this discussion, the U.S. release date is what counts.
Did the PS2 come out?
Boy, the scintillating footage of the back of this guy's neck. Guess we're trying to see Lara Croft.
And it's just not focusing on Lara at all.
It's
Oh, there we go.
Well,
Right,
there we
okay.
go.
Now it's focusing on Lara.
oh boy.
Final Fantasy.
She's on a
9
motorbike.
Came out after a few like a week or two. It was November 14th, and the PS2 was October 26th. Thank you to Wikipedia for information.
Yeah.
God.
Hidden in the Universal Vault with Ryan
No.
is asking if any of us have seen the Gran Turismo
I'm hoping that that guy
movie.
just has really tented pants.
No.
Oh, jeez.
Because that.
I have not.
I have a coworker who doesn't even play games. She actually thought it was good.
What's
As I
that?
say, I have the Gran Turismo movie. A friend of mine saw it and said it was okay. Yeah, not bad.
It's kind
When
of
is
based
that?
on a true story, sort
Yeah,
of.
kind of, sort of, right?
I mean, it's got David Harbour and directed by Neil Blomkamp, so there's some goodness to be had, one presumes.
I mean, Neil Blomkamp also directed Chappie, and that movie sucked ass. So
Yeah, but what if this movie sucked ass like that? Wouldn't that be funny?
if it sucked ass in that particular like style, that would be pretty funny. Is that Trip Hawkins? Is that what? Was that just Trip Hawkins just walked by the camera?
Do not know.
It's Glacier.
Hey, it's
Oh no.
that's Steve Carino. Was that Glacier? I don't think that was actually Glacier. I think
No, I think it was supposed to be a guy dressed up like
it
Sub-Zero.
was no. I think it was Nova actually.
Was that?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, Dark.
Because that would have been ECW. You were saying it was Hardcore Revolution, so they're ECW guys. It's Carino
Probably
and,
was,
and
yeah.
Nova.
Right. That one guy was definitely Steve Green. But I saw the blue outfit and I was like, oh, it's Glacier.
Eric, you were with
Definitely a freak,
Eric. That was you and I that saw Stevie Richards at PAX one year, right? Like just walking around on the show floor.
Yeah. Yes. He was just hanging out. He was just there to be there.
Yeah. Which was only a couple years after this, and that game never came out, but it got close enough that they made strategy guides. So we had stacks of Half-Life Dreamcast strategy guides. Which I really wish I'd kept one now, because I'm like, probably you can still find them because they made a shitload of them and the game never came out. So, or they got pulped, I guess. A lot of them probably got pulped. So maybe they're not that easy to find anymore. But it was just funny that, like, you know, we had this like reams of strategy guides for a game that never came out.
Who's your
Daddy Throwdown?
The showdown for the total domination of the planet.
In Soul Calibur? Question mark?
That's Soul Calibur 1.
When did Soul Calibur 2 come out in arcades?
It looks
Oh, I
it
don't
looks
know
Joe
about
like they're
arcades.
selling for about $100 in eBay.
Wow, I wish I'd kept all of them then.
Yeah, maybe
They're probably
being asked for that. It looks like
significantly
maybe
lower though, because you would have
Yeah.
flooded the market with them.
That's
looks
true.
like maybe they're selling for closer to like $60 or $70. a
No,
piece.
I would only put them out there one at a time, Alex.
Yeah, like once a year or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Get them water graded. Or
God,
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's that game.
I couldn't tell.
Are those the NFL Blitz cheerleaders? Is that what's happening there?
I feel like you need to hear like a boing.
Anytime there's a butt, we're gonna get a good look at there. Look, just another up. Check out these butts.
I mean, yes, please, I guess. But
You like butts?
You do
Well,
not lie.
When I think of asses, woman's ass, something comes over me.
like a slide whistle or something. You know?
I have no idea what's going on up there.
We're looking at that lady's butt.
Yeah, right. Well, right. More butts.
The future of video games is here.
Is that the Sega
Yep.
Net rock climbing wall again, just from the other side?
Maybe. Look, there's Al Pacino right there, Joe.
What's he doing
I
at
can't
E3?
remember. I can't remember
Ooh,
that character's name. Is it Jack something or Jim or something?
Jack Hanna. Detective Jack Hanna.
Okay. Wait, hold on a second. There's a butt over here.
I mean, he's
that?
languishing on this
What's
dude.
that guy?
That's Ready to Rumble.
Okay,
Ready to Rumble
yeah, there you
2, I guess, probably.
Yeah.
At this time.
But not Rumble Roses for sure.
No.
go.
PlayStation 2 promo front there. I don't know what this girl is here. What is this?
Check out this butt. Hey, turn around. I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Was that
That's what he said,
Exo
too.
Squad? Was that a thing? That was a video game, right?
I mean,
Sure. Could be.
That sounds like a video game.
Yeah, it does.
But what did he say?
She
I
said
know everybody was
she's
talking.
yeah. She said she's with
He
the
asked her.
Xbox,
Okay.
which is not
Oh,
especially.
there's that Dragon's Lair game.
Yeah.
Oof.
There's only one Dragon's Lair game, and it ain't that one. Impressive for the time, though, right? Cell shading. Although I feel like that game was not good. I mean, the original Dragon's Lair isn't good.
No, but
It was novel, at least.
Something good for it. Yeah.
I feel like this is what everybody really came for, which is the PS2.
watch out, man. Rick Dyer will come for you. If you're not careful. He haunts people's dreams to this day. He had a vision, and we didn't believe in it. We didn't understand. We'd all be playing games on our Halcyon 6 right now.
Well, Hidden in the Universal Vault with Ryan says Dragon's Lair 3D was fun. So somebody liked it. Oh man, speaking of bad license games, Evil Dead, Hail to the
Hey.
King.
Oof.
Yeah, we definitely had that.
Oof.
What if we made a bad Resident Evil clone and put Bruce Campbell's voice in it?
That was the one that had like infinite respawning enemies in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Onimusha.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a video game.
I was told recently I should play that.
Well, I mean, do you like Resident Evil and wish there was more about samurais?
You know,
You don't
Bro,
not do
I
that.
don't not want that.
You
yeah.
could skip to 3 if you want.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jean
okay.
Renault.
Yeah.
I was under the impression I was supposed to play
Pikachu.
the first one. Yeah, if the third one's available somewhere and play it, but I don't think it is. He's like, they don't
That's
think there's a
available on your
remaster.
PlayStation 2.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck that is.
Apparently, it is on Steam. So
Really?
Oh, is it really?
yeah,
Well,
I make no claims as to the quality
Yeah,
of the
right.
port, but because the first one might be tough to.
Oh, Majora's Mask. Big Majora's
they
Mask
made
banner.
a remake of it, like a remaster or whatever, like not too long ago.
Of 3? I thought it was just the first one.
No, of the first one. That's what I was.
Killer Grande says, was this the release of Gold and Silver? That sounds correct.
It said silver on that banner.
Yeah. And also, I guess, what, Pokemon Snap? Or Hey You Pikachu. That's what that is.
Hey, you Pikachu. Yeah.
That's another thing that we used to get all the time in the game store I worked in college that I wish I had bought.
Hey,
The Pikachu
Banjo-Tooie.
shaped, N64s. Because those are worth a shitload of money now, too. I also thought they were I mean, they are hideous. They're giant and hideous, but now they're giant and hideous and worth a small fortune. So, 1/2 of a fortune that Mike could use to finish remodeling his kitchen.
I was gonna say I need the other half of my fortune.
You guys have opinions on Banjo Tooie?
I don't like any of the
Play that
Banjo
game.
games.
I thought it was all right. It's not as good as the first one.
I think by the time that came out, I was pretty much over that style of game.
I was traded to Donkey Kong 64. Came with the used N64 that I bought.
Wow.
Pokemon Puzzle League.
Not great.
Yeah, that's definitely a downgrade from Banjo Tooie.
Oh, dude!
Right.
Did you guys spot the Dinosaur Planet banner for N64 that was rotating by the ceiling? Because you didn't
Because-
have to fly them all the way from Dallas.
You just anything to interact with a pretty lady, I guess.
We're just sitting around the convention center and was like, hey, why don't you give me a their booth? Okay.
I mean, there's no way that was the case. They definitely paid them.
Oh, they 100%. Yeah, right.
Duh.
I just need to I can't. It's like no.
I'm gonna go back in
Point
time.
of order. I must correct this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go back in time and change the.
Wow.
Hey, look, it's a butt.
It's a butt. Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow.
How hard
He's
would it be
just
for you to
not
put a-
even.
How hard would it be for you to put a butt counter in the?
I mean, now we've
Dang.
we've
Yeah,
already
right.
lost count so
Ding,
far.
ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding.
Right.
There's 5
Like a-
more butts.
Well, now
Like
that's
a boing sound
Lady
effect?
Lady Ulala.
Yeah, you need to get
So-
Butthead doing the. I mean, at least these are some cool butts because they're dressed as Space Channel 5 characters.
Right.
Go back and change.
Oh, dude,
go back and change.
there is a boing happening in the background of this video, coincidentally. So. Do you guys remember when the singer from D Light tried to sue Sega because she said that Lady Ulala was based on her, and she did not win.
Spawn. Get some MMs.
Okay.
Spawn, man. What were we all on? That seemed like it might be a thing.
I never liked Spawn.
So I was on being like a 13-year-old boy. That's the only excuse I can really muster. But I definitely
Yeah, by
liked
this point, you were
Spawn.
almost-
Yes.
Yeah, he was playing video games and watching wrestling.
That's right.
He was what was that phrase?
Uh-huh.
He was using up the
The catalog, yes.
the catalog that he
Yeah.
was. Oops.
What's in the fantasy? Say, hey, it's McFoley.
Hey, it's McFoley. It's a real McFoley. Get out of my face, nerd.
I've met Mick Foley.
You met McFoley?
I've met Mick Foley.
How did you meet McFoley?
Is a roller coaster enthusiast,
Yes, that's true. He is.
and
Jeff Green.
Marion and I took our niece on a
Yeah.
on a roller coaster excursion through the roller coaster there too. And we convinced him to, or we urged her to tell him because she's a fan at that point. And he rode the coaster with her.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, he was a super nice dude.
That's pretty much what you hear about McFoley.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be fair, to be right blunt. He was like right next to us in line, so it wasn't like we talked to him or anything like that. It was like, hey, there's 3 of us, and then she's really a big fan of yours.
I don't like
"Let's
that
ride."
word pair at all.
Is Dead or Alive girl? Oh, yeah, that's the there. That's the
Monster
Tecmo Boy.
Hunter.
What are the
Monster
seven
Rancher.
Monster-
Monster Rancher.
Rancher. Sorry, not
What
Monster.
are the girls have? Monster?
Hey, girls. DO.
They're DOA, yeah, Dead or Alive, which is also a Tecmo game.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense.
Also, while we were talking about McFoley, were those Trauma girls that I saw some dude posing
there?
with?
Didn't that?
That are alive
go.
too.
Dead or Alive too. On
So
this,
what do we got? What are those? Is that a Tina and a?
I can't remember the one in the big, like, ridiculous coats name, but
I feel like that's kind of like not a great costume, especially compared to the
I
Space
mean, it's
Channel
definitely
5
more
ones.
modest. Oh, yeah, butt.
Hit with the
Ding.
butt. Hit that butt counter.
I like that she is looking at her watch. Like,
I mean,
Right. Time at my opposite time.
yeah.
Smile and then
Now kiss
extremely.
Wearing her phone?
with an outrageous cape on.
Yeah.
Helena, is that her name? Is that the
Sure.
one with the ridiculous coat?
Was she
I
a boxer?
Is it a blonde lady with like white and blue probably, and she's got like a onesie?
She was wearing a ridiculous coat. Just
It's like,
Overdressed, really, if we're being honest.
yeah, probably help. Go to SNK.
Nobody even back then, Alex.
Cares in between.
Blaze video game accessories.
Yeah.
Delicious.
I'll be honest.
Or when you're getting
I don't
high.
know what any of those are. Oh, there's Mad Cats. Now that I remember.
Yeah. I saw earlier the Newbie booth in the background, which Newbie also
I did
was
see that
a peripheral maker.
Yep. I probably still have some newbie stuff somewhere.
I'm
in
sure
some
I
box.
still have, yeah.
Yes.
Well, the battery still says
That's
full,
amazing.
so we got
That's
plenty
amazing.
of time.
I need to get more butts.
The source.
Source, yep. What's Snoop Dogg up to in 2000?
Hadn't he just signed with No Limit around that time?
I was gonna say, I think so. Yeah.
It's like paid the cost to be the boss era Snoop Dogg. Does that sound roughly correct?
Yeah. Master P, not on the same level as Dr. Dre in terms of production. work.
No, certainly not. And those
I
that
guess-
is the
I
era
mean,
that
Master
gave
P
us.
was the rap-
Yeah, that era gave us some of the ugliest hip hop album covers.
pretty bad, yeah.
Damn.
It's a tough time to be a rap fan in general, really.
I'm sorry, is that Dwarf Kiss? Is that Mini Kiss?
Yep.
That's what they're called, right? Mini Kiss.
It's a peck on the cheek.
Lord.
Oh, that was.
Apparently there was like a Smurfs
That was
PS1 game.
Yeah.
Killa Grande says the game is to be sold, not to be told. That's all those albums.
Remember 2000 was when the last meal came
Okay.
from and after it. So it was like post some of those really.
Oh man, remember when GameSpy was the thing you had to use to play your friends online?
I don't know if Mike and Kurt remember the game is to be sold, not to be told album art, but I'm gonna stick it in. I
know
mean,
what you're
it's a
talking about at all.
first.
Sorry, did you say he's looking for BWAC? Like, that's just... How do we find someone with that? I mean, I guess it's a unique name for sure.
BWAC, I think it's my favorite.
Slim X.
There you go.
God, that era of hip hop album art is just the butt ugliest.
I mean, it's really like all the guys on the No Limit
Yes.
album like that, and they also had like these plastic like the CD case wasn't one of those jewel cases,
Right, yeah.
It was a blue plastic
Yes.
thing. Yeah, just type No Limit
Jesus,
album
that's
covers.
fucking ugly.
Yeah, just type No Limit album into.
Although Cool Keith did make a really great parody of those album covers with food.
Yeah.
Right, that was the one, right?
Have food MF Doom. Is that Jimmy Hart?
Regrettably
I know.
not. Oh, first come, first served is what the name of the album was. That's right. Under his Doctor Doom moniker. Yeah. Like, look, man, I'm trying to frag some noobs over here. Can you shut the fuck up with that fucking megaphone, man?
One of the less popular Mega Man characters.
Shut the fuck up with that megaphone, man.
Yeah.
For short.
Yeah.
His friends know him as Megaphone Man.
Okay. Shut the fuck up, megaphone, man.
Father, fuck up with the Megaphone.
What is that? Quake? Is that Quake 3? What is that?
Yeah, Quake 3. Quake 3 Arena.
Yeah. And deniable it takes. So.
Yeah, great sword. Let's see. Let's try it out. Ooh, this is.
It's just bunny hopping everywhere.
Man, that's
Plenty of bunny hopping.
Quake, man.
Yeah, what are you talking about, dude?
This game had only been out for months, it looks like.
That
December
sounds right.
99.
Yeah. Oh, they're doing one-on-one. Making them do one-on-one matches.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Brutal.
Yeah, right.
Is this the era of fatality?
The
Must
most,
be, right?
yeah, I think so. The most, maybe shortly before, but around there for sure. But yeah, the most fun way to play like a giant arena-based FPS game is 1v1. That's everyone loves doing
Cruiser
that.
Metal.
And just hope you don't get bored before the match ends. Find each other to try to kill each other.
Woof.
Yep. This dude's getting smoked. Oh, guess yesterday was a fluke.
Real time shade.
I didn't have a computer with 3D graphics in it until, until I was an adult, for sure. So I definitely wasn't playing anything like this on a PC.
Yeah, there was a couple of computers that, in the computer at college that somebody had put like Quake and Battlefield on. And so that was where I played some of that stuff for the first time. But
yeah, there was like a gaming cafe in West Dallas when I was in like high school and early into college, and yeah, sometimes you'd go there and play, like the original Quake version of Team Fortress. I remember playing there, stuff like that. But I never had a computer at home that could run any of this stuff.
yeah, 2002 was we got one for Christmas that had a graphics card in it. I spent my entire. I played like 80 hours of Morrowind over that Christmas break. So it's just for 3 straight weeks. I was up till like 4 o'clock in the morning playing Morrowind.
And nothing much has changed in the intervening. When you're on winter break, you're not like you don't have to get up in the morning. More, you generally. I mean, I had a job in college, but didn't have to get up usually very early to go to it, so. And I only worked part-time, so, you know. All right, I'm about to just like scrub through
was gonna
this
say,
because
yeah,
I
scrub
just
through a
do
little
not
bit,
care
yeah,
about the. Oh, how long does this go on? All right, we're back outside now.
It's supposed to be the
I
next
think I'm
day.
gonna leave you to the ruminations of E3's past.
Thanks,
Night,
Mike.
Mike.
Good night, Mike.
And that was good to hear, man.
I mean, that was the first PS2 year.
Hey, KG. Pretty good digital KG.
So when it felt like EA was really.
It's in the game.
Medal of Honor. Is that the must be
Medal of
the
Honor
second one?
Underground. Yeah, I think that's the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a lot of Medal of Honor actually. That was really good. Yeah. Maybe the only first person on PlayStation that really kind of good.
I don't think I remember really getting into any for like when Doom, like when the PS1 first came out and Doom was on it, I played like some of the custom PlayStation edition of Doom,
Yeah.
but that was about it.
I mean, there were some good felt, you know, like good third-person shooters, but
Yeah.
and I mean, obviously, Jumping Flash,
Oh yeah, Jumping Flash.
the classic of the first-person shooter genre.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, right. Many attempts by EA, I guess, at this point to like follow up GoldenEye in a meaningful way, and just nobody ever really managed to do it.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Is this Road Rash? SSX. I guess was the first SSX was
tricky.
pretty close to a PS2 launch title, huh?
Must be.
I mean, it must have been if they were already showing
October
it a
2000.
playable. Yeah, so yes,
Says-
that was PS2 launch. I mean, maybe it wasn't launch day, but it was real close. If it wasn't
Launch
if it wasn't-
window, as the kids say these days.
Yes. Which is horseshit. It either launches with the system or it doesn't.
That was that was a rental, but that was a damn good one. I don't think I ever owned an SSX, but
Did you guys hear?
SSX Tricky is fucking fantastic.
I say that's the one that everybody loves for sure.
what's the one with the puppets? What was the?
Lies
It wasn't
of
an
P.
SSX. No. Get out of here.
Control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that what the next Digital Eclipse Gold Masters series release is going to be?
Leisure
no.
Suit Larry.
Barrock 3.
Nope. Turok 3 is a night dive
Leisure-
thing.
I know.
Leisure Suit Larry, but it's like a different one than the one I was thinking.
No, it's the works of Jeff Minter.
Oh yes, I did
Oh,
see
like a
that.
whole thing.
Yeah, I guess the
That's
Llama
insane. I
Soft.
haven't followed-
Lots of Llama Soft.
Llama's retrospective.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Was that the
interesting.
llama
I have
whose
a
ass was
follow-up
getting
question.
whipped?
Which is, who is that?
The guy who
Fuck
made.
outta here.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
The guy who made Moose Life. Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And now that
What's the one with the giraffe?
Space Draft.
Space giraffe. Yeah.
Larry.
You should play Moose Life. You'd probably like it.
Was Tempest 2000
I'm
the
afraid to
first one that
Google-
he did? He
I'm
didn't do
about
the
to
original
Google
Tempest,
Moose
right?
Life, and I'm afraid.
Tempest.
Yeah.
Sort of like Tempest.
Okay.
To the point where he.
average moose lifespan. And I don't know why I wasn't expecting that. But
Moose
Alright,
Life is fucking. Here, I'll post the trailer in the chat. Not Noose Life, Moose Life. Ideally, you'd play it in VR, but
Yeah. Didn't he
this
also?
is a recent development.
yeah, Moose Life just came out a few years ago.
He also did like a Polybius
Yes.
version of Polybius. Was Space Draft was the one, the Xbox Live Arcade one that people liked
I
about
think so.
Yes.
10 years ago, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Probably will be of Moose. Man, I'm gonna get my PlayStation VR headset out and play Moose Life.
So, I'm gonna bump ahead from the. Hey, that's a pretty
a minute, that doesn't
impressive
make any
Planet of the
sense.
Apes mask, honestly.
It's a
for-
good, yeah, it is. Man, this Moose Life trailer is fucking kicking my ass right now.
And of course, they have like cave babes as
Yeah.
part of that. I think they should have gone fully with like Planet of the Apes, ape ladies, and
Yeah,
scantily
ape
clad.
babes.
Yeah, ape babes.
But then just with one of the masks on.
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
Wait. It's cooking. It's cooking. Okay, I'm done. Babe,
Uh-huh.
babe, escape.
Uh-huh. Ape Abraham Lincoln. Might as well just mix it
now I
all
need a
together.
little more time to cook. I
Babe
thought it was
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln. You know what I'm saying?
The vape Abe.
I mean, this chick
Abraham
is
Lincoln.
vape. This chick is Vaporaham Lincoln.
We all have brain damage. I think is what we're fighting.
What? Yeah, oh, this is Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Buffy the-
Okay,
yeah.
Sure.
Damn Moose Life.
Well, they made video games about Buffy the Vampire Slayer, clearly.
Ow. Stupid mother.
The is getting his due.
Yep.
Because he's kept a very specific style of game alive for a very long time.
Agreed.
And his games are always, you know what they're gonna be, but they're always the variety of things.
There's
Gradius 3 and 4. That was one of Konami's big launch title for the PS2, and a compilation of Gradius 3 and 4.
Nice.
I don't know. You have a Steam VR, right? Have you played Moose Life?
I have not played Moose
You
Life.
should play Moose Life.
This is what I understand. Eric has been telling me I should play Moose Life.
He's been telling me that too.
It's a whole life of mooses. Mises.
The secret life of mooses.
Purple Moose mode.
Ah,
I remember
right.
Purple Moose mode.
Oh, I'm gonna be so far back.
Oof,
Oh, no,
stop.
actually, no, no.
Stoppable. BULL.
I
Yeah.
get it.
Hey, it's 7 blades. Hey, it's a butt.
Okay.
Do we add that one to the butt?
Seven
count?
buttons.
Add it to the butt counter. Count it. Mark it.
Inadvertent.
Boing,
buttons.
boing, boing.
Yo.
So this was the game that this guy actually worked on, right? You said, Eric? This was the 7 Blades was the thing New FX did for Konami around this time?
Maybe. Yeah, well, I guess I looked up for it. I just looked up what time it was.
Which, like, I have no memory of this game whatsoever.
Well, there's 7 blades in it.
Yes. Right.
It was Konami. I'm still just watching this Moose Life trailer.
I need Eric to say Moose Life more.
Moose Life. Moose Life.
Anything like music?
Oh man, that was when they still had the old Konami logo. Bring back the old Konami logo, cowards.
I mean, bring back the fact that Konami existed in video games
Yeah, right,
first.
right, yeah.
With the fucking logo.
Right.
Age of Empires 2. They just redid that,
I
right?
was gonna
Put it out
say,
on
Age of
pads.
Empires 2 is that old? Jeez.
So are you.
Yep. No, I'm older than that.
What is the game? I recognize this, but
You're
I
older
can't
than you've
remember
ever
what it's
been.
And now I'm even older. I can't make out what it says in the corner there.
called. I read that lady with the big shoulder pads, but I can't remember what this game is called.
Dark Moon, Moonstone of the Covenant. Cool. Need one of those.
Choose a less clear font.
Yeah, right?
Emperor something? Eternal?
Elemental something?
Oh, is this Elemental? Well,
No, that's
No.
a light gun game.
it's a light gun game, but yeah, I didn't see any of the gameplay, but then this came up.
Is this still Konami? Because we might be able to.
Elemental Forces.
I don't think I've ever seen this.
Maybe it never came out? I don't know. Godai, Elemental Force. I don't
I'm
think
not
this
gonna
is.
do Godai.
Yeah, I don't think this is that game.
Not that. No. I recognize the lady shoulder pads, but I wrote the name.
Ephemeral Fantasia is a 2000 role-playing game released for the PlayStation 2. Turn-based battles similar to Zelda Majora's Mask in that the story transpires over a constant looping period of 5 days.
There's Shadow of Destiny. That was a weird game on PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could.
Yep.
A weird an adventure game.
Life is a wheel of changes.
That was definitely the sort of game that was very appealing to me back then because it looked like something that would only come out in Japan, and it was very exciting that it came out in the United States, even though it really wasn't that good.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Yeah.
Did Sherlock Holmes just sit down in front of the camera there, or
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it was Herlock Sholmes.
you wish?
Benedict Cumberbatch. I was trying to think of like a weird, like a his name. So what's like a Herlock Sholmes equivalent? But I got nothing.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Well, I'm also just fighting a lady with a rapier right now, and she's actually. Really,
This is the big one. This is the
Oh.
big trailer. Is this when we still didn't know
Make
who
it in
Raiden
3.
was, right?
yeah. Oh my god, this
Nobody was aware of Raiden. We only knew
No,
this was before the big bait
I
and
mean,
switch.
really know about the game came out, really.
Mm-hmm.
holy shit.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Played this demo a whole lot.
Yes.
Same.
It came with Zone of the
Yeah,
Enders,
wow.
right?
Yeah, it was Zone of the Enders. Probably the demo more than Zone. Not
Sure.
Zone of the Enders is a good game, but
It's also a really short
This is kind
game.
of short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it didn't have watermelons I could shoot. So,
Yeah. What's the point?
or like you could shoot an ice cube and then it would like melt and shrivel away. It was very.
Future is here.
Once they get it, they're gonna sink the tanker. Only he has gone through VR training. It's got to be him.
Amped 3, by the way, is the snowboarding game with the puppets.
Okay, good to know.
Snowboard Kids?
No, Snowboard
You got-
Kids 2.
Man.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Oh, man.
Someone's playing the accordion.
So it's like SSX or whatever, because that's what Amp was. It was just like those extreme sports games. But then they made there's this whole crazy story mode in Amp 3, and they tell a lot of it with like puppets and like, but it goes from like they use a bunch of different art styles. So sometimes they're like paper dolls, sometimes it's sock puppets. It's actually like kind of incredible.
How much is it like the kids show you watch in Control on all the TVs?
It kind of like that sometimes. I mean, it's also like early 2000s bad humor, but I think there's a video on Giant Bomb through all the cutscenes, but I was
How
trying
dare
to find
you.
just the clip.
Stupid motherfucker.
Graphics will never get more better realistic than this.
More better.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean,
Will
it
they
was a
ever reach
while
the
before a
most
game.
best
That
was
actually
so-
is true. It was a really long time
Yeah.
before a game looked better than this. Probably the next one of these, actually.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe.
technically, like, games obviously do look better now, of course, obviously, but, like, the way games
Not
are
by that
designed
much.
is, yeah, it's like, they're just like, everything's just better textures and higher resolution. You know what I mean? It's like, games don't actually look all that different.
Right.
In terms of
Yeah, I
how
agree.
the game worlds are laid out. Stop it.
What?
Are you watching the Amped 3 cutscenes, Alex, or what? Like, what's going
Oh,
on there?
playing Lies of P now
Oh,
available for PlayStation
right,
5,
right.
computer, and Xbox, I guess.
It's on Game Pass, right? It's just on Game Pass.
Yes.
Probably.
I mean, all I know for sure is that if you lie with P, well, then you're down with me.
Yeah, you know me.
I was gonna say, are you? Yeah, okay. Thank you. This game's pretty good. I don't know if I've mentioned that many times.
Excuse me, I was making a Rentals reference, and you guys were making a Naughty by Nature reference that is not the same reference.
Oh, that's nice. This guy's just got a flamethrower and is setting a
There's
building on fire.
nothing that
Hello.
is tourist.
And now the world changes MGS. I definitely remember like downloading this trailer, like probably overnight, like off of probably GameSpot or IGN or something, and you know, like
God
whatever,
damn it.
like 240.
Encode to catch up.
Yeah.
Oh, why did it not kill me? Man,
This is a
Just
really
like,
long trailer.
I was gonna say just how like the ants.
'Cause they weren't
know
gonna let
what,
anybody play anything.
Eric wants to see all the time, which is puppets.
Yeah. Are they wet?
Are they wet? No, is the yeah, right.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You're the one watching it. I'm fighting robots.
I thought you were fighting puppets. They're playing the puppet
They're
game.
robot puppets.
How wet are they?
Not very, because I'm in a place where everything's on fire. So at the moment, they're pretty dry,
The
actually.
driest puppets. Lame. MGS
I
starts
mean, one of
again.
them's got a gun. Oh, wait, one's a giant clown. Oh, he's like a boss. He's got a health bar.
I mean, if he's scary, he has to be a wet puppet. There are no scary dry puppets.
That's not true.
Name one.
clown puppet.
It's I.
Yeah, that was Trixie. Man, I'm in trouble. I didn't expect
Yeah.
that.
Kojima's such a
That's
star
great.
fucker that he got like a middling Hollywood composer to do music for his game just so he could say he had a Hollywood composer do it. God, Jesus Christ.
What are you talking about? Harry, whatever his name was, made the soundtrack to
Mhm.
something.
Uh huh.
You'll see. Someday he'll get Kiefer Sutherland to be in his video game, and then
Then he'll somehow convince a million celebrities to let him scan their faces.
yep.
For the Invisible Gorilla Delivery Man
News
game.
purposes, yeah. Somewhere Kojima has like the Melissa VR setup. You know?
He's just living his dream. He's fucking the movie.
Right.
Like he's like, I want to make the movie. I want to watch the movie, but then eventually
He's got
reaches
one of
the
those
point where he's
USB
like,
flashlights, and then he just like
Yeah.
looks at celebrity faces.
Speaking of weird fleshy USB things, did you see that Vinegar Syndrome is doing a 4K remaster of Existence?
Yeah, sure.
not even dealing with those fucking babies again. Fuck them.
All right. Well, I mean, there's still some of this left, but that feels like it might have been the big moment.
That feels like the big thing.
And we've
yeah.
been going at this for almost
Just
an hour and
just
40
like
minutes.
skip around a little bit.
Yeah, let's
for-
skip
at
skip
this
around.
last part. See
All
how many
right,
more butts we
so
can see.
this looks like Nightmare Creatures 2. This is like someone actually
That's
playing.
unfortunate. Sorry, I feel bad for them.
Yeah.
At least it's not Nightmare Creatures 1.
I can't.
that? Oh, no,
I
Wicked
can't-
Warriors.
Oh yeah.
Or Wizard Warriors?
Wizards and War. Oh god, they were gonna make a new Wizards and
Oh,
Warriors. I don't remember
I
that.
don't remember that, yeah. That-
That seems somewhat misguided, but sure.
How dare you?
Well,
It has a robust magic system, allegedly.
I love that song.
Robot magic system.
The Activision Spider-Man game was good. That was fun. That's a good PS1 Spider-Man thing.
No.
we dare those, you stupid clown motherfucker.
So-
Like, this is way too fucking up looking.
the Jungle
Book.
Book Rhythm and Groove.
Rhythm and Groove. Oh, yeah.
I don't remember there being a DDR clone with Jungle Book theming.
Makes sense.
I mean,
pretty good.
it kind of does make sense actually.
Oh,
What is this? Evil. This looks like a thing. This looks familiar, like a thing that was actually not. Okay, this is
hey,
Evil Twin.
Man.
That never came out, right? I feel like this is. What if character mascot platformer, but make it grimdark for some reason?
you mean Evil Twin Cyprian's Chronicle?
Yes.
Which was released 7th, 2001.
It did come
Obviously.
out. Okay, sure. For what? Just PC or?
PC Dreamcast. Oh, only in Europe. It only came out in Europe.
Oh, okay. Let's see. VIP, based on the Pamela
VIP?
Anderson TV show.
Yeah,
I feel like.
I bet that's a good game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
I'm surprised there's no butts.
There's a butt.
There you go.
I don't know if do digital butts count.
Oh, I don't know. They probably couldn't pay Pamela Anderson to be there for.
Well, not at the very least.
Oh, that's that Catwoman. That is
Yeah.
that's animated series Catwoman. Yeah. This is for Batman, like one of those Dark Tomorrow or Rise of Sin Tzu or some. Just
They're
one of those
back, but
absolutely terrible Batman 3D Batman games. Mad Cats.
Mad Cats.
No idea what this is.
I don't. This, for a minute, I was gonna say Extreme G, but I don't. That's not.
No,
what
That's
that
not
what
Extreme
this
G.
is.
Yeah.
like a
Highest
weird
compliment.
flat
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck is
shading
this?
on everything.
Looks like it's fun.
Does it?
No.
Disney's
Walt's
Dinosaur.
Oof. Things that Disney put out that nobody remembers.
Yeah, right. Was that long ago? God. Well, they spend a lot of time looking at this game.
How many butts are in it?
I mean, it's a game about dinosaurs, Alex.
He's talking to that lady.
You didn't
She's got
answer
a
my
butt.
question.
Is this Power Stone
This
2?
is it?
Maybe?
Recognize the like.
It's Capcom booth.
Yeah, woo, Moose Life, yeah.
No, it's the Capcom Spawn game, which I actually heard is like pretty decent.
Yeah, somebody told us that when we were streaming something.
Yeah.
Recently.
Batman. Oh, that's the Batman Beyond game, which I've heard is
Yeah.
not good. I never played it.
Tattoo
Tattoo
parlor.
parlor, huh? Oh, officially licensed Capcom goods. Oni, wow, that's a Bungie game, isn't it?
It is.
That Rockstar published on the PS2.
Yep.
It's all right.
Oh yeah, that game. I forgot about that.
It's no psyops.
I know that was
but
Bungie, but
Psyops was Midway, wasn't it?
There you go. That's a butt right
Hey,
there.
yeah, right. Booth Babe #1, Ms. Pac-Man. Was this must be from Ms. Pac-Man Maze Madness, right? Or maybe it's just for like Namco Museum, I guess. I don't know. Why is the Michigan State Spartan at E3 and
ESPN. That's ESPN.
yeah, but
That,
why?
I mean, football games were a huge thing back then.
Sure, but why not get a California school mascot? Since you're in LA.
Because they're not as cool as the Michigan State Spartan.
Well, you got me there. Ready to Rumble. Afro Thunder, right? That was his.
This might be Ready to Rumble 2, maybe?
Yeah, probably. It's probably the second one. Midtown Madness.
Midtown Madness. Okay.
Was that any good, or was that just like a poor man's San
no
Francisco
idea.
Rush? Kind of seems like.
oh,
He's trying to get around behind that lady so he can look at her butt.
Wow, no one
But-
lives forever.
Boing, yoing, yoing.
Ding, yeah. Those games are supposed to be good, actually, though, right? No One Lives Forever, or like kind of like throwback
Oh
spy
yeah, No
things.
One Lives
At the
Forever is like
time,
an all-time
yeah.
classic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't
I'm
played
curious
it.
how it would hold up. But
Yeah, I haven't played it since like 2003, but
Well, Simpsons wrestling is hot shit garbage. I can tell you that for sure. Oh, there's some boobs.
oh, sorry. Boy, yo, 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 yo.
I don't know what game is this.
I
Some sort of dominatrix thing.
don't know. Maybe we're not going to find out. Oh wait, nope. We're fading back in on it.
Way to move around so we could see the butt.
Ding.
Yes, he had. Yeah, right.
Yep.
Ding.
I don't know this man, but I know a lot about him. At this point.
Yeah, let's go back a little bit more and see if we can figure out what game this is. No, because it just jumped right from Simpsons Wrestling to whatever that was. So actually, I didn't even fast
We put out
forward.
Simpsons Wrestling.
So I have no idea what game these booth babes are supposed to be for.
I'm gonna see if we can figure it out and see if we can sleuth it out before we end this. So it's pretty late.
Sounds like the main character's name is Nikki. Yeah.
It may not be for this game. Could be
Yeah, it could be
an
noise.
adjacent
Could be
code.
white noise from somewhere nearby.
If you Google Activision Nikki, it's just Google results for Nicki Minaj and Call of Duty, which is incredible, by the way. I don't know if you guys have heard the clips from that, but
No.
No.
with when Snog got put into Call of Duty, it's very funny.
I didn't know Snoop Dogg put in Call of Duty, but that does seem
Oh,
funny.
that was a long time ago.
Nice.
It's Snoop Dogg was
When
in
the
Call of
last
Duty,
you
then
played?
Run the Jewels was in Gears 4. Were they in Gears 4 or 5? They were in 4, I think.
Oh, maybe it's Fear Effect. This is.
Those like effect characters, though.
No. She was perfect.
You're right. Yeah. Parasite Eve 2.
It couldn't have been Squaresoft. Squaresoft doesn't do sports style as far as I knew.
Oh, there's the bouncer.
Yeah. That's a game that I feel like I feel I mentioned this before, but I kind of want to revisit it just because it got dumped on so hard when it was new. Just I feel like because it was really short. Not
Turns into a salad.
Oh, sorry, you talking about the Square game?
Yeah.
It's called Bouncer.
yes, that's the one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, it's the only game where your girlfriend turns into a satellite, but I could be wrong about that.
I mean, in the sequel / remake of Bionic Commando, your wife is your robot arm. That's kind of close.
I mean, no, it's not. Listen, robot arms and satellite are not the same thing.
Yeah, get your shit together, Joe. Come on.
Never.
Oh, well. Try it.
Okay, these dudes are skateboarding. Banjo-Tooie. Dinosaur Planet. Not Star Fox Dinosaur Planet Adventures, just Dinosaur Planet. And the cat girl that created 1,000 furries.
Yep, I was gonna say they should change. I want to go back in time and change the banner to "Sexy Star Fox Game."
Horned for cat girls. Excite Bike 64.
Oh boy.
There's
I
a
don't-
build
by the
of
time that had come
Dinosaur
out-
Planet did come out from the Giga Leaks or whatever, right? Like you can actually play like the beta version of Dinosaur Planet on N64, I think.
Mario Tennis.
Wah. That's the debut of
People like
Waluigi,
Escape
right?
64, but by the time it came out, I kind of moved on from N4 stuff. What was that?
I have no idea.
I like a game with a monk in it.
Just more Nightmare Creatures too.
Or
Probably, yeah.
Inquisition. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh, this is Eternal. Oh, wow. This
Oh,
is the
that was
Eternal
like
Darkness.
I was wondering about that, but I was like, that doesn't look like dark.
It
But that's
literally
just
the same.
footage
Yeah.
of darkness. That's or it was a new game.
Ding.
But check out this butt.
Ugh.
Hey, that game's in it.
What's that?
Conker's bad for a day.
Oh yeah, you fight a giant turd.
You fight a giant. Yeah, he's a big giant poo. He's gonna throw his shit at you. Yeah.
Right, and things. And,
He's the fucking Disney song about how shit.
yep.
I mean, there's some stuff in that. That's all right. I think basically just that thing, because the rest of it's all like fucking edgelord shit.
Okay.
All right, I already we got some more PS2 footage.
Something else.
It's Gran Turismo 2, I guess, probably.
Think so.
Or Gran Turismo 3. 2 was on PS1.
Oh, this looks like a PlayStation 1. What? I'm not sure.
I'll never know. Oh, wow. Disney's 102 Dalmatians.
Well, that's a PlayStation 1 game. I can tell by how round that phone was.
I have no idea what this is.
Shorty versus Comet,
Is
stage
this
1.
Busta Groove? Busta Groove
Maybe.
2?
Could be. That's a cool robot. Oh man, I want to go to Sushi Planet.
Don't we all? Oh yeah, this is definitely Busta Groove 2.
Yeah, yep.
Yep.
I like the first one a fair amount, but I don't think I ever played the second one.
Same.
Ooh. What else we got? GP, Sega.
It's NBA 2K? Or 2K1, I guess, probably at this point.
Yeah, it would have been 2K1 for this. And that might be live. I'm not 100% sure.
NBA Action. I don't remember who made that one, but
I don't.
it was a video game.
That might have been just. Oh, Charlie Ward couldn't even dunk in the video game. Charlie.
There's Jet Grind Radio thing in the background.
Oh, there's Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah. This must be NFL 2K or 2K1.
Yeah.
Echo the Dolphin.
Oh,
Is that Tony Hawk?
I think that's Tony Hawk talking on his cell phone. Wait, no, that's just a guy that looks like Tony Hawk, I think.
One of my favorite things. Tony Hawk was, hey, are you Tony Hawk? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Staying out late.
Yeah. Universal.
This is, I guess, what Universal is in
Yeah.
1998. All right, well, there you go. So, hey,
That's cool.
that was...
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
It's cool that is.
That was stuff.
yeah.
I remember some of those games.
Yeah, and I didn't remember some of them either. But we'll probably be back next week playing an actual video game. But that was fun. That was a fun change of pace. We should do stuff like this more often.
We're gonna raid. Yeah. What is that called? The no clip.
Oh yeah,
Video archive or
yes,
something?
yes, the no clip.
Yeah.
What is that
He's
called?
still cranking those out. There's still like one every or two every Thursday.
Yeah.
Something good that got posted on there. Oh, there was some Neverwinter Nights, some like old Neverwinter Nights stuff that had never been before. That was exciting to me personally.
The No Clip
'Cause I'm
Game
the-
History
I'm one of the
Archive.
few people that still cares about that. But
Yeah, they.
that's more modern. Like a lot of the stuff on there is a little more recent, so it's stuff that you might actually remember.
I mean, Neverwinter
with a lot of
Nights, E3 2000,
Stuff
behind closed doors demo.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So,
talking about.
Yeah, so there you go. Namco E3 2004 press kit video.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of fun stuff on there. A lot of it is, yeah, like as recent as 2010 and stuff like that. But there is some older stuff for sure. Knights of the Old Republic closed doors presentation at E3.
New development build ready for testing.
Is it really?
That's what it says.
Beamdog is fucking killing it, man. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but they're doing it right.
New HDR bloom post processing effect.
That's what I needed. That's what I needed.
Improved the gameplay. Totally.
All right, I'm gonna end this stream since everyone's just looking at a black screen, anyways. But yeah, we'll do more stuff like this in the future. But next week, I think we'll be back playing an actual video game. And yeah, thanks for everyone for hanging out.